How's it going, everyone? Jimbo Slice here. Welcome to the third episode of the Bostonian Wrestling Watchers podcast. I am your host, Jimbo Slice. Welcome to the podcast. Today is a very special episode because we have got a very special night tomorrow night. Elimination Chamber. I am very much looking forward to this pay-per-view. We got news on this podcast episode such as Matt Hardy going to AEW, confirmed, and so much more. So let's get into it. Alright, so I wanted to start off the video by introducing my predictions for the Elimination Chamber match card predictions. So let's get on with the first match. It's a 3-on-1 handicap match with Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Braun Strowman. My prediction is 100% on Braun Strowman's side. I think Braun Strowman is going to dominate all three competitors, and I honestly think that Braun Strowman is going to have his hand held at Elimination Chamber live tomorrow night. Next match is a 6-way tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It is John Morrison and The Miz versus The New Day versus The Usos versus Heavy Machinery versus the Lucha House Party and versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Now, my prediction on who's going to win this match is very simple. Miz and John Morrison. I think that these two will be champs headed into WrestleMania in Tampa Bay, Florida. I think these two have honestly been great tag team partners ever since they won the tag team titles at Super Showdown. I think that match at tomorrow night at Elimination Chamber will definitely be match of the night, on my opinion. Next match is no disqualification, AJ Styles versus Aleister Black. Now, my prediction on this match is definitely on Aleister Black's side, but I think that The Undertaker will make an appearance tomorrow night. And I honestly think that The Undertaker will interrupt in the match since it's a no disqualification and attack AJ Styles after AJ Styles had kind of, taunted The Undertaker's pin after he pinned Aleister Black last Monday night on Raw for the 1-2-3 count. So my prediction on that is definitely on Aleister Black's side. Next match we have Natalya versus Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler versus Asuka versus Ruby Riott and versus Sarah Logan. We got all three members of the Riott Squad in the same Elimination Chamber match. Now, the winner of this match will be facing Becky Lynch at WrestleMania in Tampa Bay, Florida for the Raw Women's Championship. My prediction on who's going to win this match, it's simple. Shayna Baszler. I think that this hype will definitely lean towards Shayna Baszler because Shayna Baszler, I mean, come on, she bit Becky Lynch's neck. And, blood was dripping down her face a couple weeks ago. They're obviously building up to the storyline between Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch. I think it's going to be a great match, and I'm really on Shayna Baszler's side. I really hope she wins. Next match is Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy versus the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Now, the Street Profits had won the Raw Tag Team Championships last Monday night against the Monday Night Messiah after Kevin Owens unknowingly attacked Seth Rollins behind the referee's back, not knowing that Kevin Owens was even involved in the match. The referee had, Kevin Owens had given Seth Rollins a stunner, and honestly, I think that attack will definitely lead up to Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens at Tampa Bay. I think, honestly, my opinion on who's going to win the Raw Tag Team Championships tomorrow night at Elimination Chamber, I think the Street Profits will retain the titles, is my opinion, because they are going to walk inside WrestleMania, just like Miz and John Morrison. Since they just won it less than a week ago. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much the match card. Oh, we also have Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. Now, this match was set to take place at Elimination Chamber. It was set up last night on Friday Night SmackDown. I am very hyped for that. My opinion on that match is definitely on Daniel Bryan's side. I think Daniel Bryan is going to win, and he's going to help steal the show. Alright, so let's talk about a lot of news we've received during this week in the wrestling industry. So we got a lot of news. Matt Hardy has been confirmed. I repeat, been confirmed to AEW, All Elite Wrestling. He is known, supposedly, to be joining the Dark Order, because I could see Matt Hardy joining the Dark Order. I could even picture him being the leader of the Dark Order. The Dark Order is definitely one of the best heel factions in not only AEW, but wrestling today. I honestly think that they have a lot of potential for their near future, and I honestly think that the Dark Order will definitely have huge moments in their careers. So I'm honestly very excited for Matt Hardy. Congratulations, Matt. You deserve it. Yeah, honestly. Congratulations. This week on NXT, we have seen a hint match for NXT TakeOver Tampa Bay, Florida. Velveteen Dream versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. Now, this match was hinted this week on NXT when Roderick Strong faced Velveteen Dream inside a steel cage. Yes, Roderick Strong still had won the match, but at the end, the Undisputed Era really got what was coming to them, and that's what Velveteen had locked in his mind. Velveteen had raised the NXT Championship high above the steel cage, raining down on all the fans, shining bright like a star. Honestly, I am so excited for that match if it happens in Tampa Bay. I honestly think that match will definitely be 5 stars. Now, honestly, this has been a good week of wrestling. Also, the Inner Circle triple powerbomb Jon Moxley off the stage onto a table. Now, could this be a shot towards WWE? I don't think so. I think that just because Dean Ambrose was a part of the Shield, through the Shield's run, I don't think that it was a shot directly towards WWE. I think it was just a way to kind of improve the potential for the Inner Circle after Jake Hager and the Inner Circle had triple power bombed the Jon Moxley off the stage. I honestly think that wasn't really a direct shot towards WWE. I think that, honestly, on my opinion, Jon Moxley, it was basically towards Jon Moxley's character and to fire up the Inner Circle's feud with him. My opinion. Comment down below if you think otherwise. Also, we have big plans for this upcoming Monday Night Raw live at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. 2 superstars basically confirmed to show up that Monday Night Raw. Number 1, Edge. I think that Edge is definitely going to take action into his own hands against Randy Orton, RKO, and Beth Phoenix inside the middle of the ring. And honestly, I think that this feud is definitely the biggest feud in the wrestling industry right now. I mean, if you think about it, we got old-timers just like Randy Orton, Edge, Randy Orton, future Hall of Famer, attempting to break Edge's neck inside the ring. Ending his wrestling career for good. No more Edge. Trying to make that happen, but Beth Phoenix had confronted Randy Orton this past Monday, and Randy Orton was blaming Beth Phoenix for all of Edge's problems over the years, saying that it was her fault. And, Beth Phoenix had enough. She attempted to low blow Randy Orton, but Randy Orton kind of just took it and just gave her the RKO dead in the middle of the ring. It was honestly a great promo. It definitely sets up for a promo this Monday when Edge makes his return back in the ring to cut a promo. Hopefully it'll be with Randy Orton inside the ring as well, or they, get some hands-on. But we'll see. Let's see. Another potential match I would love to see is hopefully, All Elite Wrestling makes a type WrestleMania pay-per-view. Honestly, I feel like All Elite Wrestling could do a lot with their wrestlers now to compare with WWE to kind of create that, friction on whose side you lean on. Honestly, I prefer both WWE and AEW. They're both great, wrestling companies in the wrestling industry. I think that both companies are very successful, and both companies' rosters are stacked. Just my opinion. And that's what kind of, not kind of match, but kind of feud I love. Wednesday Night Wars, NXT versus AEW. AEW's has won the viewership over NXT for quite some time now. And, it's been one heck of a war, but honestly, all I'm saying is both companies are very successful in my opinion. And honestly, if you're a true wrestling fan, you don't just choose one side, you choose both, because wrestling is wrestling, and honestly, that's what makes us, wrestling fans. My opinion. So yeah, those are my thoughts, predictions on the Elimination Chamber match card. I think that pay-per-view overall will definitely be a pay-per-view, definitely going to be setting up for WrestleMania live in Tampa Bay. Also, I do think that Roman Reigns will defeat Goldberg at WrestleMania, if we're going to talk about Roman Reigns. Let's see. I feel like I mentioned in last week's podcast, I feel like the plan was that they had given Goldberg the role to defeat The Fiend at Super Showdown. And honestly, I think that they had chose Goldberg to defeat The Fiend rather than Roman, because they didn't want Roman Reigns to become, an unliked guy again, because, he had leukemia this last year, and thankfully he returned, back in the ring, live action. He's doing well now, thank goodness. He's a great performer, and ever since then, the fans have loved him. I've always been a huge fan of Roman Reigns, a great guy, awesome in-ring performer. I just think that they had chose Goldberg to take the title off The Fiend just because they didn't want to give Roman Reigns the smoke back. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. So, yeah. That's basically it. We're going to talk about this week's podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love all my fans. Thank you guys so much for sticking with this channel. It means so much to me. I'm going to be posting a video soon with me and the camera, not just, mobile gaming. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this podcast, and we'll see you guys next Saturday for the Bostonian Wrestling Watchers Podcast, Episode 4. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.